2026 is just around the corner, and if you clicked on this video, chances are that on your personal rebrand list for 2026, starting a business is perhaps number two or even number one on that list. As someone who has started two to three thriving businesses in the past few years, I have decided to put together a how to build your business from scratch series for you to help you start preparing and putting things in place for that business that you want to start in 2026. Today's episode is all about clarifying and establishing why you even want to start this business in the first place. We go deep into what a why is, why you need a solid why before you start your business, and the practical steps to take to actually figure out your why. If you're new here, hi, my name is Praise and welcome to DIE, which stands for Diary of a Young Entrepreneur. This is a space for young people between the ages of 15 to 30 who are looking to start, grow, and build profitable and sustainable businesses. Here, you're going to be learning practical strategies, tips, tricks, insights on how to grow and succeed on your business journey. So, if this is something that you love, then you should consider subscribing to this channel because we post new videos every week and you don't want to miss out on anyone, do you? Now let's talk about what a why is. A why is simply the reason why you want to start your business. It's basically understanding what is motivating you, what is pushing you to actually want to start this business and even continue when things are not really rosy, because there will be those days, I assure you. Now, why is it important to know your why or to have a why or to establish your why? This is because your why will determine your discipline, the kind of discipline that you put into this business. It will determine your business model, yes, your resilience, how quickly you're going to quit when things get hard. Without a very strong why, you find yourself copying people, going in directions just because, oh, this is what is trending or this is what everybody is doing, changing your ideas every 2 weeks, starting things you cannot finish, and before you know it, you're back in that cycle of confusion and frustration that you were in before you even decided that, oh, I want to start a business, simply because you did not have a very strong why. Having a strong why will lead to clarity, it will lead to fulfillment, it will lead to long term success, and so many other benefits. So, before you even choose the kind of business you want to start, before you even go to design logo or get a product or a service that you want to make a business out of, you need to know your why. You need to establish, you need to write down your why. Now, these are some examples of whys that people have. Some people start their businesses because of money. One of the common reasons why people start businesses is because they need money, they need extra cash, maybe they are in school or they have a job and they want to augment or supplement their income. For some people, it's purpose. They just want to feel like, oh, they're doing something meaningful, something that impacts not just them, but other people in some way, shape, or form. For some people, it's job security. Yes, job security, like owning a business makes them feel like they're in charge of their income. So the harder they work, the more money they get, the lesser they work. You understand? They just feel like they're in control. For some people, it's passion. They just really love this thing and they want to, just make it more rewarding and more meaningful. And so they turn it into a business. For some people, it's autonomy. They don't want anybody bossing them around. They want to be their own boss, do whatever they want to do whenever they want to do it. That's how some people want to live their life. And that's why they choose to start a business. Others see an opportunity in the market and be like, this thing will make a really good business, and then they jump into it. Then some people have skills that they see that if they monetize the skill, it will actually make them money. So it still ties back to the first point of money being a reason why many people start their businesses. So your reason could be any one of these. It could be a mixture of two or more of this. Your why can also change over time. You don't necessarily need to have one why and then that'll be your why for the rest of your business journey. No, it can change. It can move from one reason to another based on your different stages of life, your maturity level, the place you are, the headspace you are at that point in time in your life. Your why can change and it's fine. Personally, when I started my first business, I was fresh out of secondary school. I was broke. You know that period between when you graduate from secondary school and when you're waiting for admission to get into uni. I was broke. I was broke as hell. I was feeling so useless. I was feeling so what I come to this world to do apart from school? Because school was not forthcoming at the time. So I was like, okay. And it's not like I even stayed an extra year. Just that period of waiting for admission, it was crazy. So I was like, oh, what can I do? First of all, I need to do something, and I knew that thing that I'm doing to make me money. I started with creating content at first, like creating hair content. I was even still learning on the job. It's not as if I was good already. So I started with that. But then I saw that this thing cannot give me money immediately. And that was when I started selling scrunchies. Sea scrunchies. If you watch this video and you remember the days of sea scrunchies. Oh, you're such a real one. But yeah, I started sea scrunchies, made scrunchies from scratch, printed labels. My daddy's printer, put in it, stapled the tags. That was my first business. I got into uni, same thing. Started selling headbands in school. All this was just so that I could have money and I could also be doing something. But at that point in time, I just needed to feel like I was doing something, and I needed that thing to be something that brings money. So those were my two reasons at the time. Now I was just 16 or 15. Yeah, I was just 15, 2016 at the time. Now I'm like 20, and it has changed. My wife has changed totally. It has now moved to, I really like this concept of business. I think I'm passionate about it. I like the idea of, having an idea. First of all, the idea is in your head, and then it comes out from your head to reality. And then small, small, you're seeing all those things that were just thoughts in your head coming to life. And before you know, people buy into it, people believe in it, they validate it for you. And then, it begins to grow from, the money you put in, let me say from 10K to 20K to 100K to 500K, like that. You're growing your customers, you send stuff to people, people like it, they are happy. Your product or your service just solved a problem for them or gave them something that they really wanted. You can see how I'm happy as I'm talking about it. Honestly, I love the idea of business. And so now it has moved from just money to more of passion and purpose. Plus, I know the kind of life I want for myself. I want to live a life where I'm honestly free to do whatever I want to do, to be my most creative self. I'm somebody that is creative up here, not really creative in my hands, but when I think of something, I know how to harness people and things around me to bring it to life. So I want to live that kind of life where I'm free to execute ideas like this. I think of something, I can do it without having to be like, oh this, oh that, oh this, oh that. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I am studying law currently, and I know that honestly, I'm not really I'm not really that on fire for law. I've seen people that are on fire for law. It's either law or nothing. I'm not like that, to be honest. So instead of just allowing my life to be going like that, when I do that, this thing I have to do the engine. I don't know if I would really, go into the full practice of this. Is it not better I just start carving out my life path from now? So you see, that's basically my why. All these things join together over the years. It has changed, it has, other things have been added to it, and it could be the same for you. Now here are four practical questions that you should ask yourself when you're trying to establish and solidify your why for starting your business. The first question is, what exactly am I trying to change in my life by starting this business? Because obviously you not just wake up and say, oh, I just want to start. You want to change something. That is the reaction to it. Be something that has been going on, and then you say, no, I want to change this thing. And the means to changing this thing is by starting this business. So what is that thing that you're trying to change? Is it the fact that you don't have money? Is it the fact that you don't like the way maybe your friends rate you or look at you or regard you? Is it that you want to change the future that you see coming if you don't do anything for yourself? Do you want to change the way people see you in your environment or in the society at large? Just ask yourself, what am I trying to change in my life by starting this business? By answering this question, you will now become very clear on what exactly you are trying to change, and then it will shape your actions towards trying to change that thing through this business. For example, you say, oh, you don't have money and you want to change that status. You want to become somebody that, has money. When you've answered this question in your head now, when you are moving with this is my goal. I don't want to be broke anymore. It will be like a very strong motivation. You know that if you stop, that means you're going to continue being broke. So, it keeps you laser focused on that thing that you're trying to change. The second question that you should ask yourself is, if this business makes zero naira in the next 3 months, would I still show up? Would I still be happy? Would I still want to put in effort? Ask yourself that. If your answer is no, maybe because you are broke and you need money, that is why you are trying to start this business in the first place, then it will not influence the kind of business that you start. Because there are some businesses that you start and they are not for making money now. Just zero your mind from making money now. It's something that, it's a long game, so you can't make money. If this is your goal and you know that you'll not be comfortable, or you'll not show up again, or you'll be angry if this business makes zero naira in the next 3 months, then you should probably start a business that can bring you returns quickly. So you see that this is one of the reasons why you should actually sit down with yourself and ask yourself these questions. For example, a business like content creation or YouTube vlogging, you're not going to get monetized on YouTube immediately, obviously. So you can just zero your mind from that one. And then if you know that you're looking for money like sharp sharp, you cannot go and say, oh, you just want to be a YouTube vlogger because you want to make money. That's a very wrong road to follow. You would be better off starting a product business where you buy, you resell, you get your profit to keep, and then you can be using your profits for some small things. Do you understand? The third question that you should be asking yourself is that, is this business just for now, or you're building for the future as well? Because it will also affect how serious you are about this business. It will affect how fiercely you show up, how you show up. Are you showing up like, if this thing does not work, then I don't have any other thing, I don't have any other place to go? Or you're showing up as, oh well, this is just a means to an end. It's not like I'm doing this thing for the rest of my life anyways. So you see how casual this one sounds, and you see how serious the other one sounds, right? Good. So you should ask yourself, oh, am I doing this business just for now or for the long run? Personally, I know that my business is for the long run. It's not just a means to maybe keep me from being broke in uni. It's not just a side hustle. This is my business. After school, this is something that I'm going to focus on. I'm trying to build a career literally as a founder. So you see that it's for the long run. So you cannot see me showing up like somebody who calls themselves a small business owner, or calls their business a side hustle, or what this little thing I'm doing here. No, 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 because we are looking at, different parts entirely. The fourth question you should ask yourself is, what am I willing to sacrifice for this business to take off? And if you find yourself willing to invest a lot of resources, your time, your money, your energy, and so many other resources into this business, then chances are you're taking it really seriously. And it's now answered the other question of, is it long term or is it short term? For me now, you will not find me around school area when it's not that I have a class, or I have a test to write, or that school activity is something that's contributing to my grades. Apart from that, I am in my office or I'm somewhere else doing things to actually move my business forward. I'm willing to sacrifice my time, my energy, my resources, and everything towards building this business, because I know that this business is a future thing. It's something that I want my children to come and see and even take over. So it's not a small thing at all. You've put all this together and you have a really cohesive answer. I'm happy for you. You've done the first step, literally. And you can even share with me on IG, and I'll be very happy to see it. So we've come to the end of this video. In our next episode, we'll be talking about how to choose the right kind of business for you to start, because yes, there is a right kind of business for you. But if you want to know more on that, then make sure you subscribe to this channel and watch our next video. Okay, meanwhile, please like, share, comment, take a screenshot, post on your story, tag me, your WhatsApp status, do whatever you need to share this video to your group chat, because I know that you people are talking about your new year, new me resolutions already, send this video to your group chats. And again, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you are not subscribed already. Also follow us on Instagram at Diary of a Young Entrepreneur, TikTok too, Diary of a Young Entrepreneur, or Praise Fidelis. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Okay, bye.